and welcome back to Randomly Generated Conversations. First topic for today. If you could make one rule that your family had to follow, what would it be and why? No fighting. There, that's one rule. I don't even need an explanation for that. But I'll go ahead anyway. So, as anybody who has had a sibling knows, there's a lot of fighting between siblings. Happens all the time. Happens for the littlest of things. Right? Right, Bastion?
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, you're thinking, wait, why was I fighting over that? And as parents, you see that and you just sit there in awe, wondering, why in the world are they fighting over something so unimportant? So if I had a rule that all the family had to follow, that would be no fighting.
Oh, I don't know about my rule. If I want to be alone, I could be alone. I just can't. No.
You're gonna be alone.
I know, I am.
Just kidding.
No, that rule is not one I would do, because that would be a very weird rule. I would just leave Bastion alone, because it doesn't sound correct when I said it out loud. So,
Sounded better in my head.
yeah, I did. One rule.
One rule to rule them all. 7 rules were gifted to the race of man. 5 to the dwarf lords. I forget the number. I think it was 7, 5, and 3, but it could be 9 as far as I know. It is 9 to the race of man. Anyway.
Okay, it'd probably be a rule of you guys clean, I can sleep.
That's a rule. Bastion sleeps all day long. Parents do all the cleaning. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And why is that? Because he's lazy. No, I want to hear your reasoning why.
Because I'm a teenager and I'm lazy. No, because I feel like I need more sleep than I usually get, even though I sleep. I don't sleep early. I sleep later. I feel like I actually get more sleep when I sleep later, but then when I sleep earlier, I don't sleep as long, because I have this sort of thing where if I fall asleep around like 9, let's go with that, I usually wake up, and this is not a school day, so I usually wake up at 6 o'clock. Let's go summer break. I fall asleep at 9, I wake up at 6 o'clock no matter what. School days, I go to bed at 10 and I can't get up. Even at 9 o'clock, I want to be able to get up at 6 o'clock.
It's your body does that because it knows you have something to do that day, so it purposely activates procrastination mode.
I love procrastinating, but I'll talk about that on a different topic.
On spring break, it's like, okay, gonna go get up. Got to get up before mommy puts us to clean, and maybe I could play and this and that. When it's school days, I got to get up, got to shower, got to eat breakfast, got to get to school. So your body naturally is resisting all that, so it doesn't want to get up.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to you, and you're like, well, I think I need more sleep than usual because I'm a teenager, which is true. But just like a teenager, you want to sleep when it's getting out of stuff, but then you have no problem staying up all night to hang out with friends or play games or do other stuff, right? It's like, the dessert stomach. You guys have like this reserve of energy, this reserve that you could tap into if it's like, game marathon or movie marathon or something like that. It's like, boom, tapped into this reserve energy. I'm awake for that. But come 8 o'clock at night and we're like, hey, let's go, straighten up the kitchen. Oh, I'm so tired and I just want to sleep.
It's like, it's school. So, like you said, the movie marathon and stuff like that. And you get to school, mathathon, essay writing competition. It's like
those are fun.
It's like, you know what? Just keep me asleep. I don't want to go to school today.
We used to do readathons at elementary school. The funny thing is, the teachers know how boring that is. That was the day you got to bring your pillow and blanket to school because they knew most of the kids were going to fall asleep. We were allowed a pillow, a blanket, and like a stuffy or something. And it was like all the way up through 6th grade. We'd have these readathons once or twice a year. And you would find a place, lay on the floor, put on your blanket, put your head on the pillow, and not much reading happened.
I'm sad because today, for Spirit Week this week, well, Hope Week, I could have worn pajamas to school today. That was the thing for this week.
That makes sense. Because I was driving to pick you up today, and I saw some kids in pajamas, and I was like...
Then again, most people bring pajamas anyway. But we don't talk about that. Anyway, let's see. What was I going to say? Tomorrow's just like a Wait, not tomorrow. I don't remember. Sorry. My brain sometimes does that where it's like, okay, wait. What am I doing? And then, yeah.
Okay, if you could have any animal as a pet, which animal would it be?
Chameleon.
I saw that one coming. Well, no, I didn't. It was disguised. It was camouflage.
I've wanted a chameleon for so long. Chameleons are adorable. And I studied chameleons for a little while and stuff like that, so.
Chameleons are cool. We had a lizard when I was little. I want to say it was a chameleon, but it probably wasn't. So I don't even know what type of lizard it was. I was pretty small.
Okay.
We had a lot of animals actually growing up. I mean, we've had snakes, we've had frogs, we've had, I think, even turtles at one point, fish, birds, dogs, cats. I think my sisters even had mice at one point.
No, thank you.
Not just the ones running around the house, like little white mice from school. Weirdest thing. I think they just brought home some mice from school. But we had a lot of different animals. But if I could have one animal as a pet, and I knew it would be legal, it would be trainable,
Okay.
I would say a hawk. Usually I'd go to like tiger or whatever because I love how those look. But I would love to have a hawk as a pet. I think they're really cool birds.
I really think hawks are pretty cool too. So
I mean,
it's the new
there's
Nighthawks
quite a variety of hawks, but I'll just stick with a hawk in general.
There's a couple different places that like use the hawk as a mascot. You've got New Ames Nighthawk and some other places I don't know. Then you have like Titans, is Syracuse. You got some place over there and wherever that's something else, and it's like, you know what? Maybe we'll just decide to make our own school and make our own mascots. It's like your mascots are like Pac-Man or maybe something like that.
Well, I would like to see something like that because, okay, really quick topic, overused mascots. Cats, right?
Yeah.
I had a high school where, actually for the first few years of high school, I went to East High School where High School Musical was filmed. And it was East High Leopards. In High School Musical, they changed it to the Wildcats, right? But then I went to Weber State University, which was Wildcats. And it just seemed like there was a lot of schools with cats. Cats or some type of soldier, what, like Titans, right? And other school I went to was the Spartans and stuff like that. Like, I think those are very overused. Seeing, I would love a mascot to be something just completely out of the norm.
Like Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Like, if your school mascot was Pac-Man, that would be a sick school. Because then you would have a cool place over here to put your backpacks. Like, your lockers could be the...
And if your school mascot was COVID, that would be a sick school.
That's true. No, but you put your lockers inside,
Flu,
like...
cold.
They call them the Pack. And it's like it's like a Pac-Man backpack. They give you like a Pac-Man backpack for school. You open up the mouth, and that's where you shove like your like the stuff and stuff like that, and you get to choose the color of it. Like it could be a turquoise Pac-Man, rainbow Pac-Man, great Pac-Man.
We could also think of like the halftime cheers, right? So you're at the football game, and it's time for the mascots to come out and do their thing, and this Pac-Man comes, and you have people like dressed as these yellow dots. As Pac-Man comes, they just like enter this little suit with the person, and he's just like eating the dots or chasing a ghost. Around.
Chasing a ghost around the football field,
uh-huh.
And then they run off. It would be so cool. I now need to create a school.
I need a school mascot to be like Steve or Bob or something. We're the West High Bobs. Okay, man, that doesn't fall off the mouth like I was hoping it would.
Fall off the mouth.
Roll off the tongue. Fall off the mouth.
First you roll off the tongue, then you fall off the mouth.
Drip out of the eye. I'm crying. Okay. All right, from mascots to, if you could invent anything, what would you create? I think we've kind of touched on something similar with this before.
Yeah.
But let's go. I don't know. Let's do something on this that we haven't said before.
I can't do my Pac-Man school then, because I'd love to invent that.
Well, you could go with that because I was just mentioning a couple minutes.
Yeah, I would love to invent the Pac-Man school because, like, you can make the school fun and not certain kids, but like every kid, if they're good, like how people do the treasure box and stuff like that, you have a Pac-Man arcade in every single, like, you have a Pac-Man arcade in the room. And if they're good, they get these little tokens
to play the
Pac-Man arcade games. But here's the cool part. The floor is dots. Different colored dots. Like the different colored dots.
Mm-hmm.
You walk to get to the different classrooms. And above it, we'll have, like, the ghosts. So, like, you have, like, the different classrooms. And certain classrooms could be, like, you could get the ghost classroom, where it's, like, a red, blue, yellow, or pink ghost classroom. Or you can get the Pac-Man classrooms, like, stuff like that. The cherry classroom.
And the hall monitors or the principals, they wear ghost costumes, and they're, like, chasing you out of the hall as you're going to class.
That would actually be kind of...
And the food. So, power pellets, right? All your food there in your cafeteria is, like, scientifically dehydrated and then condensed into these little food power pellets, kind of like a Willy Wonka type scenario from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. There are these little food pellets that have your whole meal in there. And so all you have to do, you don't have to take the whole lunch period. You just grab the power pellet, stick it in your mouth. It goes through the whole courses of everything.
You swell up like a blueberry. I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, you swell up like a blueberry.
No.
Turn purple.
No, but I think it would be cool, because if you had like that in the lunchroom, oh my gosh, the infinite possibilities of what you could do in the lunchroom of, like, decoration-wise. I would love... I've seen schools with this, with, like, a theater in the lunchroom.
Okay.
So, like, we could have certain, like, plays and stuff like that, but they could be, like, Pac-Man themed plays. So, like, people direct the shows, right? People direct shows. Sometimes they'll do it in a different era than it's supposed to be and stuff like that. Well, you change the main character to Pac-Man.
Okay.
Then you go and just change it Pac-Man-wise at this school, even though that's kind of sad, because I like some of the plays that are not just Pac-Man. But yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Not sure I'd send my kids there, but
It's only
can
for
make
the
it for your,
prestigious people.
you can make it for my grandkids.
They'll be for my children.
By the time you create that, I'm not going to have any kids to go to school.
That's
because
true.
you guys are the ones creating the schools. So find a place for your kids to go.
How expensive that would be, though.
Well, you get sponsors and everything. Start gaining the funding for it now. Start hyping people up, and
I'll do it now. I'm gonna go to school tomorrow and be like, you know what? Maybe you all can come and fund my Pac-Man school.
Yeah, but when they get older, because you go to a nerd school, all these people are going to be, rich engineers and everything, later in life, and so
I have to start.
Sow the seeds now, or the pellets, and that way, when it comes time to harvest, you'll have plenty of cherries and grapes and whatever other fruit Pac-Man.
Lemons, I think.
Lemons.
Oranges.
And,
pineapples.
If I could invent anything, it would be teleportation, right? Not necessarily teleport willy-nilly. I mean, I don't want to be in the bathroom and have to worry about somebody teleporting into my bathroom, right? I mean, realistically.
Hey, teleporter! Teleport into the bathroom?
Well, that's the thing, okay? Are we teleporting and using this coordinates or whatever, and if they mix up the Y and X coordinates, all of a sudden they're in my bathtub? I mean, that's a scary thought. So, you would have specific teleport locations, okay? So, people could have a teleport pad outside their house, and you choose the locations from there. You can have, okay, this sends this person to this school, this person to that school, and everything, and you teleport to the school. And the school would have a central location that people are being teleported to. Once again, so you don't end up in the bathroom when you teleport to school. And they'd have to have some flow, so, get off the teleporter when you're there, or the next person's gonna bump into you, just like, slide etiquette as a kid. But it would be nice for high traffic areas, and we wouldn't need one everywhere. It wouldn't be like, oh, well, you need it at this place and this place that's right next to it. Okay, like you go into a strip mall and you don't need one at every little store in the strip mall.
No, you wouldn't need that. You just need it at one place.
In one location. I think it would cut down on a lot of emissions from the cars and everything. You can still drive if you want to, but it would be nice. I mean, I spend about 4 hours a day in the car with dropping off kids and picking them up, because they go to 3 different schools and my wife works at another school. And then after the drop off, I have to go pick them up at 3 different schools, and then my wife at another school. So that's a lot of time during the day. Now imagine if you guys just headed out the door and stepped on your teleporter and went straight to your school. And coming home. Imagine the amount of time that you guys wouldn't lose during the day either. All that extra time to do homework and help clean the house. Like, that's just amazing.
Teleporter, please don't be invented.
So I would invent teleportation devices if I could. But again, it would be very directed, because if somebody is out there invented teleportation, please don't show up in my bathtub. All right, one more topic. Would you want more siblings than you currently have, and why?
No.
I think I'm gonna go with no as well.
I'm okay with the siblings I have. I probably wouldn't be able to deal with more of them because I already try to steer other people in different ways, and then like steer people from not turning into me, and then I over here have like a bunch of people. I'm like, okay, I try to control all people, sort of, yeah.
You do have kind of a older sibling mentality of wanting to control, yes.
Yeah, but if I had more siblings, that would be a lot more like fighting and stuff like that, and yeah, it would be crazy.
Well, and you guys have like the perfect combination here. We have the 2 boys and 2 girls. We wouldn't want to throw it out of balance.
Unless you had twins.
We wouldn't want to throw it out of balance.
Okay.
Twins, and we have to get in our car and everything, That
would be horrible.
Right.
We'd have enough room in our car.
Barely.
You're not wrong.
I say no because we're already old. We are 5 in my family. A brother, 3 sisters. And to have another sibling, I mean, yes, I guess it could take this question as having more siblings early on, but I liked being the youngest. And with 5, it was great, but I already had to share bedrooms up until we moved. When we moved to Colorado, I was the only one left at home still, so I got a whole downstairs for myself. I had like 3 bedrooms to choose from. After growing up of always sharing a bedroom with everyone. And so I think it was good. I think we had enough of a spread and everything that I wouldn't have more siblings at this point. Also, when we go to family gatherings, there's already tons of grandkids and great grandkids all around that we fill up a full house. Imagine a couple more siblings with all their kids.
The entire house.
We'd have to like rent out a party hall or something, a reunion hall or conference hall in order to get together for family events.
That's what a lot of families do. That are like the bigger families.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do that and stuff like that. So
yeah, so I think we're good. I think we have like that perfect little combination where we fit into a house still when we all get together, and we have the flow of sliding past each other, filling up a couple different rooms and rotating back and forth so we all get time to socialize and everything. Because I don't think I'd change any of that.
Yeah.
Happy with the family I have.
And that should be a lesson to everybody. Be happy with the family you have.
Yep. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Enjoy your family. Bye.
Bye.